Alright, Shalom. Shalom to the elect of YAHAWAH. Shalom to you believers. Shalom to the elect of YAHAWAH. Shalom to the other men, women, children of our nation. Who Yahawah Yahushua is going to have mercy upon us. Shalom to all. Shema YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH ALAHAYA NAWA. YAHAWAH HE Is. BARAK YAHAWAH. BARAK YAHAWASHI. BAHASHAM. HAQADASH. Halalyam. NAWA. NAWA. YAHAWAH. BAHASHAM. YAHAWASHI. BAHASHAM. HAQADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops and great millstone. Much due respect to the sincere Akim who are living works. Shalom to you believers, to the Akim AHBA, which would be your brothers and few amount of sincere sisters who subscribe to this truth. Alright, HaQaDash. Today's lesson is edifying, plain upon the table, straight to the point. And the water for that YAHAWASHI no SHAR. Alright. I'm really straight into it, man. UK, right, United Kingdom, minister proposes quote-unquote jail time for social media bosses who fail to censor harmful content. In other words, who fail to censor the prophets, those who are spreading truth, okay, according with scriptures and stuff like that, right? Then of course whistleblowers, that's also like, you know, exposing some some truth, even without filtering with scriptures, but definitely the prophets, okay, on their platform. So if this jail time, how much more is it going to affect us, the prophets? Okay, that's the only reason why the wicked is doing this, right? That's why these people are doing that. They're decreeing unrighteous decrees, right? Stuff like this to get us prophets off from pushing out this truth, okay? And the time's going to come where that jail time eventually is going to be directly towards the prophets, man, okay? But this is a sign of what? The famine of hearing this word, okay? United Kingdom minister proposes jail time for social media bosses who fail to censor harmful content on their platform. So you best believe the owners of these social media platforms, you see these four on here for an example: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. The owners of these, you best believe they want to do something about it, all right? Because they don't want to deal with us pretty much, okay? All right. If anything, we don't want to deal with y'all. We don't want to fucking deal with y'all anymore, okay? Let's get the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, and verses 6 and 7. I have set watchmen, right, prophets, upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, right? Us Hebrew Israelites, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Ye that make mention of the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHUSHA, keep not silence. In verse 7, and give him no rest till he establish and till he make Jerusalem, right, the Hebrew Israelites, YAHAWAH, a phrase in the earth. So those who are making mention of Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHUSHA, when you see stuff like this, don't get faint-hearted by it. Don't be dismayed at it, okay? Because those who make mention of the Lord keep not silence, okay? Hold not your peace day or night. And you got brothers all throughout the world, different time zones, where the name of the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHUSHA, is constantly being mentioned day and night, not giving our power day of rest until he delivers us, until Jerusalem, right, us Hebrew Israelites, starting with Yahushua, King David, the men that represents the house of David are established, and then the rest of Yahshua. Okay, so in other words, don't stop mentioning YAHAWASHI. Don't stop prophesying. Don't stop exposing the wicked. Don't stop telling the truth. Okay, until the Spirit comes on to you where YAHAWASHI makes it very clear. Okay, no more talking to the people. Okay. The AMP actually goes into that too. It's pretty good. Let me get that real quick. All right, hold on. Let me get that for y'all right quick. So yeah, Isaiah 63, right? 62. 67. Okay, so it goes into the book of Isaiah, chapter 62, verses 6 through 7. On your walls, O Jerusalem, right? Spiritually, wherever Israel in general are scattered at, Israelites, okay, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, and you Israelite foreigners, okay, men, women, and children. I have appointed and stationed watchmen, right, prophets, who will never keep silent day or night. You who profess the Lord Yahawah, BAHASHAM Yahushua, take no rest for yourselves, and give him no rest from your prayers, until he establishes Jerusalem and makes her, right, us as a nation, a phrase on the earth. Okay, so whenever you see stuff like that and articles like that, don't get intimidated by it, man. All right, just keep pushing up his word. All right. Chapter 10, 7:28. All right. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verses 27 to 28 in KJV. Will I tell you in darkness that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the air that ye preach upon the housetops? Okay, for an example, right? To get a little better understanding of that verse, let's go to Amos 3 and 7. All right. The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 7, KJV. Surely the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahushua will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets, right? The watchmen, right? Let's go back to that. Will I tell you in darkness that speak ye in light, and what ye hear in the ear that ye preach on the housetop? So whatever wisdom and knowledge and the understanding of the scriptures, push it out. Push out what you know, what you understand. Preach ye upon the housetops, right? Housetops goes into like YouTube, similar platforms like YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, okay? A place where you can so-called execute free speech, okay? So whatever Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahushua has revealed unto you, brothers, and you're able to teach, prophesy, break it down, then preach ye upon the housetops, okay? All right. Verse 28, now check this out. And fear, right? So when you're doing this, right, when you're pushing out his word, right? And fear not them which kill the body. So fear no man, okay? But are not able to kill the soul. Man can only kill body, but not the soul. But rather fear him, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. The hell means, a very low, like, a condition, right? So, earth, the grave, okay? So only fear the one that, pretty much, as a creature, you should only fear the Creator. As a creature, don't fear another creature. No, just fear your Creator. Okay, fear YAHAWASHI. That's it. Don't fear anybody else. These niggas out here, fuck them, man. Don't fear, man. All right. Just fear YAHAWASHI. So what with Esau, Edom keeps saying, he keeps threatening, and he keeps talking about he's declaring war against the conspiracy theories, which is us, the prophets. All right. Don't let it cause you to buck up, pretty much. Okay. Don't fold up. All right. For an example for that, right? So let me go back to that. Verse 28, when it says, "And fear not them which kill the body, and not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and hell, and both soul and body in hell." Right. So who is it exactly you should be fearing? YAHAWASHI. Right. So for an example, right? Fear the one that controls everything, life and death. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 39, KJV. "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So who the world ignorantly call God, Jesus Christ, Allah, Buddha, the universe, my higher self, your ancestors, the universe, and the list goes on. YAHAWASHI, YAHAWAH is the one that controls life and death, who lives, who dies, who gets wounded, who heals, good times and bad times. Okay. All right. So again, fear the one who literally decides if you get to live or not. Fear your Creator, not the creature. All right. And Esau, Edom, so-called white man, is a base creation. He's the basis of men. Yeah, don't fear him. All right. Let me go back here right quick. Yeah. All right. All right. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verses 1 through 4. "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord YAHAWASHI, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." So the men, the so-called black men, so-called Hispanic men, Latino men, Native American Indian men, Israelite foreigners men, who comes in the spirit of prophecy, right, which is a testimony of Yahawashi Mashiach, are speaking onto our people the words of prophecy. We're telling you what's going to happen before it happens through the spirit of Yahawashi, not on our own occurrence. This is a spiritual thing. Put it this way, this is all spiritual. The wisdom and knowledge that we are receiving, the understanding, the breakdowns, is not on our own turn. It's from Yahawashi. Okay. Verse 2, right? "And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." So whenever you see these particular men reciting scriptures to you, reading scriptures to you, breaking down scriptures to you, breaking down precepts, the meaning of it, right? It's from the Bible. Yes, I understand that the book was written physically by a man. But what you got to understand that even though men was physically writing this, but through the spirit, it was Yahawashi putting such wisdom and knowledge, putting that spirit onto these particular Hebrew Israelite men to write down the words as in the Bible. So the words that we are reading is not words of men, it's words of YAHAWASHI. Okay, they are faithful and true. Okay, hopefully you better understand that. Hopefully it is A, B, C, D. 2 + 2 = 4. Verse 3 and 4. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity, right, the non-believers of the non-believers, those who are unable to believe what we're doing, right, trouble thee that speak against thee. Verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So if you don't want to believe in YAHAWASHI, hey, you're just going to have to die. Plain and simple. Let your own belief get you killed. All right. Let's go to Amos now. We're going to get the actual family of the word scriptures. So Hakim, hey, doesn't matter what this damn devil is saying, all the talk, just barking. Just keep pushing out the word, man. All right? Just keep pushing out the word until YAHAWASHI says so, until our power says to stop. So until then, just keep mentioning YAHAWASHI. The book of Amos, chapter 5, right? This is chapter 5? Oh, Salaki, chapter 8, my bad, chapter 8. The book of Amos, chapter 8, verses 11 to 13. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, no thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM, and shall not find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. So there's scriptures, there's precepts that goes into like an actual famine. That's one of the plagues that's going to come upon the people, starvation, hunger. But in this context, it's talking about a shortage of having access to this word. Okay, people are going to be experiencing a spiritual famine too, because people are going to be desperately crying, seeking for answers, for this wisdom and knowledge, the proper wisdom and the proper understanding of the scriptures. Okay, and only few men has that. And who has that? Okay, those watchmen, right? Those prophets that's on them, that's on their post watching. Okay, and verse 12, right? Verse 12 goes into when that famine of word is finally among us, when the prophets are no longer able to teach because of Esau Edom decreeing unrighteous decrees to where we can't speak the scriptures no more. People are going to be staggering from platform to platform, housetops to housetops, right? Different platforms like YouTube, similar platforms, even social media, trying to look for these brothers, these prophets' works, but they're not going to find it no more. These men are no longer going to be available to the public the way how we are right now with this word. People are going to be staggered from highway to highways, plaza to plazas, parking lot to parking lot, wherever the people remember seeing these prophets teaching it, and you're not going to find them there anymore. You're not going to find them on social media, on the internet, or in person. Okay? And that day shall the fair virgins, right, the young, young women and young men, right, even the mighty men, like strong, buff, young, these young GMO bulls are going to be faint for thirst, right? They're going to be faint for answers, for this wisdom and knowledge of YAHAWASHI. Okay? Let's go to that, let's see, Amos right quick. Amos 5, 13. Right? The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, the prudent, right, the wise, right, the prophets, the elect, shall keep silent in that time, for it is an evil time, what time? The great insurrection that shall come upon those that fears the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Second Esdras, chapter 16, verse I think 70 or 71. It goes into that great insurrection upon those that fears the Lord, right? A violent uprising. Okay. That's why these men are going to be silent in those times, because we're coming to a time where it's going to be a great insurrection upon us. People really going to try to kill us. Literally, that's how bad it's about to get. People are literally going to be trying to hunt us down and harm us in undescribed ways, just because we're just telling the truth. Okay, the truth, and there's only one truth, and that's the words of YAHAWASHI with the proper understanding. Okay, let's go to that Revelation right quick. The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12 and 17. Rejoice, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, right, destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, right, people, animals, right, for the devil, right, these people right here for an example. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And one of the signs of Esau Edom showing that he's upset, he's frustrated, he's about to come down with great wrath, since he's seen his kingdom doesn't have much time left, is by decreeing unrighteous decrees that will prevent us from reciting scriptures, probably even having a Bible in our presence, going out to the house and byways, pushing out lessons on the internet, and etc. Okay. So rejoice at it. Okay, rejoice at it, because these people right here, they see their rulership coming to an end. Right, verse 17. And the dragon was wrought with the woman. The dragon, these people you see right here. Okay, the so-called white people, the high banking family, the elites, the Illuminatis. Shalom. YAHAWASHI. And the woman, right, is talking about Yahshua, us as a nation, Hebrew Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, Native American Indians, Israelite foreigners, because we, as a nation, we are likened unto a delicate and comely woman unto YAHAWASHI's eyes. And the dragon was wrought with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, the remnant of Yahshua. Okay, that 1/3, right? And let's not forget, within that 1/3 pie, the elect are also part of that, like the house of David. It's the same remnant. 1/3, they did part of the same thing. You got the 1 for 4,000, and then the remaining of the remnant, if that makes sense. And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and had the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach, the spirit of prophecy. So in verse 12, right, when this that devil that wants to come down that great wrath upon us, right? Yes, he still has that perpetual hatred for all of Yahshua. But who does these people right here, this very nation, the one that's actually in rulership, the one that knows the truth, which is why they're telling a lie. In order to tell a lie, you got to know the truth, right? So because we're telling the truth now, because we know the truth now, and we're telling the truth, and we're exposing the lies of these individuals, of these profane / fornicators, all right? He has that evil eye towards us, towards the Hebrew Israelites that's awakened to their true nationalities, who serving the true names of our power, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HAQADASH, right? Trying, you sincerely trying to rehearse the righteous acts while in captivity, and then that very small number has the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach, the spirit of prophecy, which is the prophets, and that's who this dragon really has his like an evil eye for. Okay, the prophets, because us prophesying through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, he saw Edom is having a hard time fighting the spiritual battle. So now he's going to have to get carnal at some point. Okay. All right. So let's. I got a few more. Let me get that Matthew right quick. The blessed are you that's persecuted for righteousness' sake. Okay, the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 9 through, let's see, 9 through 12. Let's see. Blessed are the peacemakers, which would be the elect, right? Yasha. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of YAHAWASHI. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, right? Victimized, oppressed. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Their reward is for the kingdom of heaven, those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. So persecute, subject onto someone, onto hostility and ill treatment for their race, for their political and religious beliefs. So it's a blessing to be persecuted as a Hebrew Israelite that's doing the will of Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Yahawashi, right? Because your rewards in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11, blessed are ye when men, right, when people in general, shall revile you, right? So it's a blessing when the people begins to condemn us, stigmatize us, brand us, okay? When the people begin to criticize us in a abusive and angrily insulting manner, and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. So it's a blessing when this damn devil start lying on us, making it seem like we said this and we done that, okay, falsely. Okay. Verse 12. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before thee. So rejoice and be exceeding glad. You know, great is your reward in heaven, because the prophets back then, the prophets of old, were persecuted back then. Okay, and Lord willing, we are those same prophets that's going to be persecuted again. One more time. One more round. All right. For our power, Yahawah He Is. Get one more. Get Revelation 2 and 10. Get one more. The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 10. Fear none. And mind you, this is red lettering, so this is Yahawashi speaking. All right, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, Yahusha, and whatever fucking stupid ass name that's out there. All right, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil. These people right here for an example, right? For the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Shall cast some of you into prison, jail time, right? That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, right? For a complete number of days. It could be 10 days exact, it can be a week, it can be a few days, it could be a month, but for a complete number of time, okay? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So Akim did a few since they're awkward out there. Started myself first and foremost, and I gotta remind myself, if it comes to that point where we gotta face death, we gotta die, we gotta give our life for our creator. Hey, nothing is more vulnerable than the creature who is willing to sacrifice his life for his creator. All right. So apparatus after lesson was edifying. All right, hopefully you learned something out of it. Akim, keep pushing out the word. So what with these damn those are saying, man, he can only kill the flesh but not the soul. But fear him, right? YAHAWASHI who can do both. All right. So we'll close out by giving a much due all phrases, honor and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA HaQaDash, Halalyam, NAWA, NAWA, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA HaQaDash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone. And much due respect to the sincere Akim who are labor works. Shalom to you believers, to the Akim of Aqua, which be brothers and you are my sincere sisters who do subscribe to this truth. DTA, death to America, Abba, soon destroy, Babal, which is Babylon, aka America, land of confusion. Alright. Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BARAK, Shalak, Rayam, 𝤉𝐄𝐄𝐅𝐿, Halalyam, Mashapayam, Al-Qa'adamamyam, Gularyam, Yabyanaba, Babakosha, Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, the Wada.